Now, we already know that this Tory government is an absolute mess. Rishi Sunak doesn't even know what he's doing. But let's look at the Labour Party, because that is the house of chaos. Yes, Keir Starmer doesn't even know how to control his own members. And by members, I'm not talking about the grassroots activists, those who bring the Palestinian flags to conference. No. Talking about senior members, shadow cabinet ministers, as well as their mayors across the country. First, let's talk about Sad IQ Khan. Yes, Sadiq Khan has come out initially, obviously, over the last few days to go against Labour policy and Keir Starmer's policy, saying we need to call for a ceasefire in the Middle East because Sadiq Khan thinks that his foreign secretary, for some reason, I don't know why, instead of looking after the well-being of the people in London, instead of actually making sure that we are safe when we leave our home, instead of making sure that Jewish people don't feel intimidated when they go to open their local shops, and they have no links to Israel and Israeli governments. No, apparently Sadiq Khan is always obsessed with getting involved with foreign affairs, whether it was Brexit, whether it was Donald Trump. He was obsessed with Trump, and now he's obsessed with Netanyahu. Anyway, Keir Starmer's come out to officially say, no, the Labour Party line is to defend Israel. And, of course, Keir Starmer, to be objective, he's also, because he wants to be on the fence, he also said, well, we have to also call on Israel to not go too harsh with airstrikes. Okay, you want to keep everybody happy. Fair enough. But it's not just Sad IQ Khan, it's also Andy. Oh, little Andy Burnham. He is also basically looking at the future. Sadiq Khan, Andy Burnham, these are the names you need to remember, because one day they could become the next Labour leader. And the more they maneuver, the more they come up with certain statements that have nothing to do with their own jurisdiction, you have to think why they're doing it. You're a mayor of Greater Manchester. The other one's a mayor of Greater London. And you're not even talking about the issues in your own cities. What is happening? Andy Burnham's statement says, we also have profound concerns about the loss of thousands of innocent lives in Gaza. That's true. The displacement of many more and widespread suffering through the ongoing blockade of essential goods and services. Maybe you need to have a conversation with Egypt. That would be lovely. Yep. It is vital that urgent support and humanitarian aid is allowed into the area. If you're talking about giving free money to Hamas, that's not a good idea, but okay. Given the humanitarian disasters unfolding in Gaza, the mayor, deputy mayor, and the 10 leaders of Greater Manchester join in the growing international calls for a ceasefire. How can a ceasefire achieve any of that? You're just delaying the inevitable. This is not peace. If you call for peace, that's fine. If you call for a peace treaty between the Palestinian side and Israeli side, that's a great idea. But all these people are calling for a ceasefire when you still have about 200 hostages, Israeli hostages in Gaza. I don't understand if they know what they're saying at this point. But there are also other people who are not Labour, but they're still socialists. Oh yeah, Humza useless. Let's talk about Humza, because I don't understand why they decided to tweet something like this. This is his First Minister, at SNP First Minister account on Twitter. First Minister Humza Yousaf has written to the UK political leaders urging them to support an immediate ceasefire. Okay, fine. To allow humanitarian corridors to open, and considering that Israel have literally been delaying the ground invasion for days and weeks now, for that exact reason, to make sure that they don't really break any international law or humanitarian law. But Humza Yousaf doesn't understand this. I don't understand what that graphic is about. It's such a big image that they've created. Say, First Minister calls for immediate ceasefire. Who runs the social media accounts for these people now? Is it 12-year-old kids? It's so embarrassing. Generation Z, come on, get your act together. Anyway, we'll keep you guys posted throughout the day. We've got so much to tell you guys about. If you have not subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.